Speaking of a good time, I'm getting word that we're set. So, once again, here's Danejerus with Alpha Prime any %. Let's go!
Hello everyone, I am Danejerus, and today we're going to run the most terrible game that you will ever find on Steam. It's probably not true, but it sure feels like it. On the couch today, I have the man responsible for making me run this atrocity, and I still haven't forgiven him for it. Hello, Meta.
Hi. So first of all, you're welcome. Hey everyone, hope you're having fun at the event so far. Yeah, my name's Meta. I ran this game. I run a bunch of Doom games. I've run a whole crap load, a bunch of other games. And yeah, I'm excited to help show this game off to you guys today.
I will never forgive you. Anyways, we're gonna get started. So we're going to start the timer on the difficulty selection. The difficulty is run on easy, because if you run on anything else, the game is nigh completable. And even on easy mode, we're going to get destroyed in some areas. So time is gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so
Yo, good luck.
Skip a bunch of cutscenes by hitting escape and forward. Now this first level is just a movement tutorial thing. They teach you to jump, they teach you to crouch. Dude, this game can be rage-inducing sometimes. Now they give you a weapon here, which is a hammer, which we're literally never going to use once. We're going to skip a bunch of cutscenes just to not have to watch them. By the way, if you ever play this game casually, the cutscenes are hilariously bad. The acting is pretty awful, and that's Artemis. That's the first level, as easy as that is. Now one thing that's kind of notable about this, if you jump into an upslope like this, there's like a floating thing going on. By the way, this game is trying to be Half-Life so badly.
Yeah, this game is like a big mix between like Doom 3 and Half-Life, essentially Half-Life 1.
It wants to be Half-Life so badly.
Yeah, and speaking of like jumping uphill and stuff, jumping in this game and hills are just absolutely terrible because the hitbox of your character is like a pill shaped, like a capsule, which is like the default, I guess. And so because your feet are essentially sloped, that just creates a terrible experience. It's honestly, it's so bad.
Chair. We're going to put this chair underneath us, and then we're going to jump infinitely with it. And the reason why is because when you put an object underneath yourself and then let go of it, the object will become part of your hitbox. You'll essentially fuse your hitboxes together. Now, we're going to be able to jump basically infinitely with this in place. Problem is that when you put certain objects underneath yourself, you can get what's called a bias, where you'll start to move in a different direction than what you're holding forward. You know, like I'm holding forward, but I'm moving slightly to one side or the other. Now, this is a mechanic that we're going to use a little bit in the game, but not very much. It's just a scanning thing. By the way, if you ever play this casually, this guy is like one of the weirdest written characters you'll ever meet. It's incredibly strange. We opened that door just to be able to not have to do it now, and we're waiting for that cutscene to start anyway. And this takes us to the end of Basement. Now, we're going to get to the actual first bit of combat that we're going to see in the run. This guy is kind of randomly, whether he runs away or not, that we can use an explosive to kill him. Okay, this guy's in a little bit of a pain. We're going to grab all these nades, going to heal up a little bit. Now we're going to do a skip here by lining up right here. We're going to throw this nade and we're going to save. Now, explosions are entirely randomized for some strange reason. So every time this nade explodes, it's going to be random whether or not it launches the chair out of here. Oops. I'm actually going to save real quick just because I don't have to do that again.
Second try there is really good, actually.
Yeah. IPB, I think, is second try. Hey, come on. This chair is not cooperating. There we go. All right, so we're going to ride this chair over here. Now, this part's a little bit finicky because you got this little tiny gap to squeeze in here, and it's sometimes a little bit random if it'll work or not. We're gonna ride to right.
If you have the chair at like a weird angle, you can get stuck.
All right, so now we go into another section with combat. So there's no way to skip this part, so we got to actually run this like normal. And this is the part that's going to show off just how accurate the enemies are. Note that I am playing on easy mode. And I'm already at 40 health. And I'm going to lose a bunch more here because that happens. Okay.
And another interesting fact as well, which is something I discovered when I picked up the game last summer, I think. No one else, I guess, had noticed or mentioned it for the past, 15 years or whatever. But enemy accuracy is tied to your frame rate. So anything above 60 FPS, the AI will become increasingly more accurate. So if you have an uncapped frame rate, you will absolutely get beamed. And shout out to Dragons, who's the original world record holder for this game a year ago or so. They ran this game completely uncapped, which is just incredible to me because you just get straight up melted. Like in 1 second, you just die. It's ridiculous. So we capped to 60 FPS for that reason. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem to.
Sure. Hello?
It doesn't seem to matter if you go below 60 FPS. It's just above 60 FPS that matters.
Yeah. So a lot of things just happened there. We used the chair to get up into this area a little bit sooner. You can get up there pretty quickly otherwise, but you save a few seconds if you take the chair up. But chair bias is a thing, and you have to account for that. Skip a cutscene there, and we're actually already getting to the escort mission, and we call it an escort mission because you'll see. We are escorting something, as strange as it may sound. So we're going to drop down here, take this guy out so he gets away from the switch. Going to trigger the switch and head through here. Now, for this, we're going to aim up here at the crane arm, activate the crane arm, and then we have to race up there before it gets too far away. You're on a timer here, so you have to, once you start the crane, you're on a timer until it gets across. So you can't really gain or lose time here too much. And if you jump on this too early, it'll stop moving, and I think you're effectively soft locked at that point.
Yeah, the developers put in place some weird system where if you jump on it too early, the I guess the beam that supports it falls. For a while, we actually thought it was just a bug or something, but someone looked up. I think it was Zen. Someone happened to look up and realize, no. They actually animated the thing breaking if you jump on it too early. So I don't know who made that decision, but if you jump on it too early, you're just screwed. Which is a really weird thing.
Hello? There we go. Very weird. All right. So we're escorting this train. Now, normally you would ride a train rather than escort the train. However, it's faster to actually just push the button and then leave the train and run the rest of this like normal. I picked up the rocket launcher. This thing is going to come in clutch later on. Wait for the door to open. In, push the button. Now we have to redirect the train over to the other side. Make sure it follows us this way. Very good. Oops. Gotta take this guy
And you may
out.
be wondering, well, why didn't you just run the whole way? There's actually a theorized route where you can do that. The problem is there's a single gap near sort of the end of this the train area here. There's a gap that you can't cross by any normal means, and so you need the train to cross it.
Yeah.
Dragons was playing with some kind of prop/rocket jump to get across, but nothing has been figured out for that yet. If that does get found, it'd probably save a good maybe 20 seconds.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, these enemies are very brutal. And they're very mean.
This game is very punishing.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna do all that again, which is fine. I'll probably save after I get into the... Dude, why are you guys soaking it up today?
Also, you may notice at the bottom, it says, you picked rocket launcher.
Yeah, you picked rocket launcher. Not you picked up a rocket launcher. You picked rocket launcher. Like a Pokemon.
This game is, yeah.
Rocket launcher, I choose you. It's such a bizarre syntax to write in, but, yeah. So I'm trying to keep the crosshair aimed as best I can. Okay, this went way smoother than last time, and now I'm not going to lose any health on this part. You'll notice these walking turret drones that are out here. They are incredibly tanky and they deal a ton of damage. So you have to get these things out of the way like very quickly. The one at the end of the level is like the worst. Okay, I'm gonna save here because I'm gonna save here too because this guy has the ability to troll. There we go. Okay, we can get back to full health here. Pick up the health, Arnold. Right, skip a
Arnold's a
cutscene
funny
there.
guy.
Arnold is a goofy dude.
I mean, when you're built like a capsule, what do you expect, honestly?
I know a lot of guys at the gym that are built like capsules. All right, so they're actually using the capsule shape to our advantage here by jumping off that ramp. Now we have to ride the train through this area. Now we're actually going to do a skip here. This isn't really so much a glitch exactly, but it is technically a skip because what you're supposed to do at this next part is use this hacking feature to hack a drone and move a bunch of boxes out of the way in order to make room for the train. But instead, if you push the button here, come over here, and then push it again, it'll just kind of go through the boxes and you don't have to move them around. Because moving them around would take minutes. And we don't got minutes. We have a
I'm
low
so
estimate
glad we
for this.
skipped all of that hacking stuff.
Yeah.
I assume you did all that during your casual playthrough that one time.
I actually forgot how, like, what you're supposed to do there. So I ended up, like, when I did a casual playthrough, I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So I just did the skip because I couldn't remember.
That's honestly fair.
Yeah. All right, so we're coming up to the end of the level. We got to get this drone out of the way because this drone will wreck our day. If we don't, okay, he's down. Shotgun Man is a big problem here. Now, the guy up there with the rocket launcher is actually not that bad. He's, you know, not really so much of a problem. You just got to stay clear of the rocket. And once you get to here, he can't really hit you anymore. So this next level is probably one of the harder ones, I would say.
Definitely the most like combat intensive level.
Yeah, and
for sure.
it's the easiest one to get lasered down at various points throughout. So I'm going to try and get rid of as many of these guys as I can. All right, so what we're going to do for the combat here, we're going to break this window, throw a nade in here, take this guy out, with that nade kind of cleaning up the riffraff. Wow, that nade did a lot of work for me. Nice. I'm going to grab this health real quick. Reloaded. And take out these 4 guys. All right, we're going to grab this battery. We're going to yeet the battery. We're going to grab this battery. We're going to use this battery to power the doors. And then we need this other battery in order to do the same thing a little farther down. So we're going to go for a strat called early battery. See if I can get this one.
And this is actually technically a skip as well. You're supposed to go around somewhere to the left there and find another battery, but I mean, if you just carry the one from the earlier section, you just don't need it. This is, I think, by far the hardest combat in the game.
Yeah.
Right here in this quote unquote arena.
I don't know why they waited so long to open the door. That was weird.
Unless you count like old Crash Room.
Come on,
but we'll
open
get
the
to
door.
that.
Dude, why?
They just tanked that rocket.
They both did. Oh man,
Oh, so close.
the flamethrower guy is supposed to go down to two rockets, but for whatever reason they just ignored them. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what the devs were smoking when they balanced the difficulties in this game, but I don't know.
But I want whatever it is.
maybe Czech Republic gamers are just built different
They have
because
to
the easy difficulty in this game is still ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, it's insanely difficult. This is one of the hardest games, and we're playing on easy mode. All right, so we're going to skip. That was weird. We're going to skip the cutscene here. We're going to take out this mine because it's going to move and hit us in a second. Take out this guy. Need your rocket launcher, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I started this with full health, by the way. I'm at 24 now. Just to tell you how bad the difficulty is balanced.
yeah.
Alright, we skip a cutscene here. Take out this guy. refill here. This next room is the easiest one to get just friggin' demolished in. I'm gonna save. Oop.
More hacking.
Mouse? What?
That's new.
Okay. I have no clue what just happened. Okay. There we go.
Huh.
That was very odd. Going to do the chair.
We don't question it. We move on.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
If we're
that
lucky-
HP.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, nice. Keep going. Oh, that's
so close.
There's a health station right around the corner to the
Yep.
left there too.
We're so close to getting the health
Almost.
station. Come on.
Which
Come
for
on,
Chair's
Cher.
being unkind, I'm just gonna cut in real quick.
Go for it.
To let y'all know, we have crossed the $2,000.
Nice. Let's
go.
go. That's awesome. Thank you all so much for your donations. Make it through. Oh, we made it. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, well done.
So while we are healing up and getting to the next section, if you have the donation that put us over 2,000, go for it.
Oh, for sure. This actually comes from Stump, who was our fantastic host earlier, actually just before I came on mic. And they say, good luck to Danejerus and all remaining runners, and shout outs to everyone behind the scenes, working so hard to make this thing happen. Thanks so much for having me on as a host earlier today, too. 2K hype!
Okay, hey.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Thank you for your donation.
Yeah, thank you, Stump. All right, so we do a lot of hallway traversal there. Get to this section. Now this is another
Also-
spot where the drone will just demolish us. So we gotta get this gun out, and we gotta take this thing down as quickly as possible. Go for it.
If you noticed, or rather didn't notice, jumping down, skipping that single flight of stairs, dropped Dane a whole 20 HP.
Yep.
Fall damage is also really brutal in this game.
Yep. All right. I keep getting a hair in my mouth.
Oh, nice. Capsule jump.
Capsule jump. Yep. All right. So we're gonna ride the elevator.
Also, there's an interesting thing in this game called ramp running, where I guess because of the capsule shape, on any sloped surface, if you run into it, kind of like surfing in Source games, you can accelerate using the ramp. But it's not used very often.
Gonna take out this barrel because this barrel will wreck us if we don't. Gonna use the rockets to take out all these guys. Take out this guy, take out this guy. Gonna grab this chair. Gonna grab this chair. Thank you, chair. Gonna ride this chair up to the second floor. We're going to have this guy catch the chair. He didn't catch the chair.
There's supposed to be a blue force field actually that blocks you from there, but we skipped the trigger that spawns them. So
We gotta clear out this room. Now this level has a room called Crash Room. Want to talk about Crash Room?
absolutely, Crash Room was the bane of my existence 6 years
All of
ago,
us.
and for the 15
All
years
of
for
us.
any runners before that. Big shout outs to Sabuline Horizon and Zen who contributed to helping us sort that out. But essentially, there's a room in this game with a bugged enemy who has some kind of bugged script attached to their AI, and basically they can get in such a state where they don't know where they're supposed to go, and that crashes the game. And so walking through the room, you can crash probably between 10 and 15 times, and that was just a part of the run, something we had to deal with for quite a while, until I believe Sab found the latest version, which is Crash Room skip, maybe.
All right.
We
so
had like 3 different variations, but
So-
yeah, thankfully we don't have to deal with that room anymore.
we're gonna use this trash can. The problem is that if we try to pick up the trash can, note how weird it behaves. So what we're gonna do instead is knock the trash can over. We're going to take the 3 aluminum cans that are in this trash can out of the trash can in order to pick it up and move with it. Yes, this is actually speed tech right now. We're gonna drop the trash can. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare start bugging out on me. There we
That
go.
was about 2 seconds from clipping through the elevator.
Yeah.
This sector
We're gonna drop the thing, save here. We're going to push ourselves into the trash can. So now that we have fused with the trash can, we're going to come over here. Ooh, I am low on health. No way. There's an enemy on the far side that is very gun happy to hit me. And I don't know why his aim is so good. He is all the way over there.
Ooh, that 31 HP to start is rough.
Easy mode, by the way. Just as a reminder, this is on easy mode.
If you really would like to play it safe, you can go back upstairs and get a health kit on the left-hand side once you leave the elevator.
Tell you what, let's do that, because 31 health, I may not actually even be able to do the whole skip with only 31 health.
Yeah.
So
I'm honestly not even sure how I remember that, but if you go on the left-hand side, there's a med kit. Yep.
Nice, thank you. Okay.
Like, why did I remember that?
I'm not sure. I even know that was there. I've never needed it before. I don't know how I ended up with 31 health, but here we are. All right, let's try this again. We're going to push in. There we go. I'm going to save here. Oh, and this will happen sometimes with this trash can randomly, where you'll just kind of pop out of a hitbox. All right, so this trash can luckily has no bias at all, which is really nice. And we're going to ride this trash can all the way up to right about here. All right, everybody prepare your peepo waves. Oop. All righty, say goodbye, building.
See ya.
Bye, building. Bye.
Just a quick refresher on biases. So we have this trash can clipped into the bottom of our capsule hitbox right now, right? And props can give you what's called a bias, which pulls you in like a certain direction. In this case, most of the time we don't like having a bias because we like having full control. In this case, we're actually forcing a bias so that we can traverse like across the entire map at full speed.
Mm-hmm. Right, so we popped out of the trash can, which is nice. I don't need full oxygen here because we're going to refill our oxygen up ahead. So you're supposed to actually have a car here, and you're supposed to use the car to like move around. You're also supposed to have these drone things activated, but because we did that skip, we not only skipped spawning in their AI, so they don't aggro at all. That skip also has the wrong music is playing right now. Actually, fun fact. It's the incorrect music. Now we need this chair. I'm gonna actually let the door close because I wouldn't be able to get through anyway. And this is going to refill my oxygen meter, so I don't need to do it out there. I'm gonna grab the chair, come out here, save real quick, just in case this doesn't work. Drop the chair.
Yeah, controlling chairs in this game is really difficult, but trust me, driving is so much worse.
This game is the single worst driving in any game I've ever played, and I've speedrun Rage 2.
Yeah, and if you ran Exodus and you thought the driving was bad in Exodus from the Earth, it's worse in this game.
It's really
I see people saying that this game reminds them of Exodus.
Yeah.
It very much is quite similar.
Sab even said, I think, that there's some like source code that's the same from both games.
Yeah, there's some suspect stuff about whether there's like, yeah, it may be
copyright
the same or very similar engine. Yeah, I don't. We never figured out that whole story, but when Exodus from the Earth was, like popular, Sab and I both were like, it's because we both had experience with Alpha Prime.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, so we're going to get off the chair, jump in the car. Now the correct music is going to start playing now, which is nice. Just because this song rocks. We jump in the car to refill our oxygen because we were basically out. I was actually losing health there for a minute. I'm gonna grab. Oh, nice. This is good. This is a good chair. This is a chair with no bias, which is what we want. Now we could go straight to the end level area. The problem is that if we go straight to it, it's not spawned in. So we actually have to go the long way around the mountain in order to get the end level area to spawn in. Just because there's a loading zone somewhere around this mountain. So we have to go around this way. And I even one day was like, what does it look like when you go there? And straight up, there's like this big hole in the map. It's like super bizarre looking, but it's like, so you see this big building right here, station P42. That whole thing is just a big hole, and it's super bizarre to look at. By the way, playing this level casually sucks. This level is the worst.
It's so long.
It's super long, and it's a pain in the butt, and you have to drive, which is a big part of the reason why it sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, even in the, I want to say old route, but really not even that old, just like pre the forced bias skip from Zen, this level was like 6 minutes, and now, I mean, with that new trick, what is it, like 3.5?
It was 4:30 for me, although I think it could go down to like a low 4.
Oh, okay, so yeah, still though, like a multi-minute time save that trick was.
Yeah. All right, so we are now in the second to last level. This is the last like actual level, and there's the boss level, which is like its own level after this. Now I'm gonna need this guy's rocket launchers. I'm gonna need you to go away, sir. His rocket launcher flew all the way over there. Very nice. I'm gonna grab this lid, go for a skip. I didn't get it. That's cool.
Almost.
All right, now I have 39 health, which is not enough. Let's see if I can actually get through here without dying. Oh.
Whew. Yeah, let me think. Yeah, this room is really
7?
tough.
Dead.
Yeah.
I've got a
damn.
donation here with faith in you.
Go for it. Oh no.
English. Oh.
Hold on. This is fine. Mine. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
English Major 101 has sent in $10, and they say he's a dangerous man with a dangerous plan. But fret not, chat, because this is some danger that we can all stand. Good luck with the run, Dane, and rest assured there are far worse games on Steam you could be running.
True.
Might have to lightly disagree with you on that one. This is
At the very least, at least we don't have to deal with Crash Room anymore.
That's true.
That
I get that.
being able to skip Crash Room turned this from like a B speed game to like an A+ speed game.
Absolutely. All right, so now we're going into this with 100 health, which is a lot more manageable. Let's see what we end up with by the time we get to the end of this part. Yeah, this guy. Oh,
I'm curious if that guy's dead on the thing there.
he's not apparently. Now he is.
Super.
All right, started with 100 health, ending at 36. That's just how terrible this is. All right, now we're going to dispatch these two guys with a rocket. And we are now going to use this toxic waste canister to do another skip. If it'll land, thank you. All right, so we're going to line up here. We're going to save. It would be nice if you could save on the railing here, but unfortunately that is not an option. So we have to save off the rail and then jump up here on every attempt. Arnold, I swear to God. Oh, yeah, that didn't work.
During sorry, like in an older route, we had a skip here called construction skip, in which we would still use this. Nice, dude. Nice. We would use that barrel, and also like I guess like a rebar beam type thing, which we would shove through the railing and create like a lever type thing that we would use as a bridge. That was yeah, that was certainly an interesting skip.
Did you see those two guys just like eat the rocket?
I did not.
They just tanked a rocket. Anyways, we're going to head through this door, and we're going into the final level already. This is a pretty short game casually, but it's a very short speed run as well. Going to heal up, and you're going to actually see the boss that we've been skipping all game long. This is Colonel Olivier, and in order to defeat him, we're going to shoot him with a lot of rockets until he goes into an animation sequence, and then we push a button, and that's the whole fight. This is not a good fight, but it's the fight we got, so here we are.
Yeah, I think it's like 16 rockets or something.
Yeah,
Once upon a time, I knew the number. I do not anymore.
You just gotta hit him with a lot of rockets, and... Oh. He's powerful. He's dodging it. All right, so time's coming up in just a minute. As soon as we get the animation to start, I gotta run in here, push the button, and... Time.
GG. Nice run.
Thank you, thank you.
Sub 30.
Sub 30, nice.
Sub 30 RTA is, yeah, really
Unfortunately, live split didn't start for the reason of this game is bad. So I don't know what my LRT is, but Yeah, that's Alpha Prime any percent. A very bad game, but a pretty amazing speedrun as you have seen. So, shout outs. Gotta shout out the one and only Mr. Metal Live for couching the run and for showing me the run in the first place. I still have not forgiven you for that, and I never will. I will hate you forever for it. But thank you for couching for the run.
Absolutely.
I gotta shout out Zen for the incredible work that he did in just like lowering the time and kind of show. I mean, my PB is a 23:29 and Zen's I think is a 21:20, something like that. So like he pushed the time down quite a lot and like showed us like, hey, this run can go like really low. So big shout outs to Zen. Sab for finding stuff and for one finding Crash Room Skip because Crash Room was bad, Crash Room Skip was almost worse, and Crash Room Skip is so much nicer than the other two, so big shout-outs to Sab for that. Shout-outs to Dragon Zuu for being the moderator for this game and for kind of spearheading the leadership on this title. And shout-outs to all the people here at MDSR for putting together this event, myself included, and I hope you all enjoyed the run. I hope you all enjoy day 2 coming up tomorrow. And if you want to see more of me, follow me at twitch.tv/Danejerus. And also, if you want to see another Alpha Prime run, this game's going to be run at Summer Games Done Quick next week. So you may want to tune into twitch.tv/Games Done Quick. Just saying. Beta, do you have any shoutouts?
No. Yeah, I think you pretty much covered the bases. Yeah, I will be live in person on the couch next week with Mr. Danejerus here at Games Done Quick in Minnesota. So yeah, I will see you there. I hope you guys will tune in, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the event, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Danejerus, and thank you, Meta. That was a ride, pun unintended. And folks, even though Dane has already shouted out our second day, we still have runs covering out our first day here at MDSR Summer 23. So stick around. Be right back.